Hi, this is Francis, and I'm your modern life coach. So, today I want to talk about financial couple goals, or in other words, talk money with your honey. Because one of my relationship breakthrough is I've mentioned the economics of love, and this is just another way to put it. And here are the facts that you need to talk about money with your honey. Number one is work as a team. So what does it mean is that you need to find a middle ground and how to work together as one when it comes to your financial choices. Whether or not you're traveling together, or whether or not you decide to buy a home together, you need to be both be open and be working as a team, because a great team can go a long way. One of the most powerful couples that I personally follow and I personally love them is, I don't know if you've ever heard Sara Blakely from Spanx. I've heard about her I think 3 to 4 years ago, and Jesse Itzler, her husband. I think their dynamic is pretty interesting because they started from literally nothing. Like, based on Sara Blake's story, is that she started selling fax machine while she's creating the brand Spanx, and Jesse Itzler started from the music industry, inventing Vita Coco and a lot of personal development stuff. And they met at the time period of their life where they've already achieved sustainability and success in their business, and becoming two power couple coming as one. I think their dynamic is pretty interesting. I heard in one of their interviews that Sara Blakely still drives like a Toyota something, like a van, because she have 4 kids. So I think they're a really great role model two people coming as one with big financial head start behind them and working together as a couple. So yeah, that's number one thing. Talk money with your honey, work as a team. Number two, the second thing about talk money with your honey is consider yourselves equal. In my case, how would look like is, my partner is working in a really great job in an oil and gas and an IT position, makes I think 3 times more than I do. And here I am working for Starbucks while building my coaching business. And of course, our income is not close towards each other or beside each other, but at the same time, he treats me as if I'm bringing equal stuff on the table, and I treat him not what he is, simply because he needs more money. At the end of the day, we always come together as one and we talk about financial stuff as equal human being. And I know a lot of partners tend to look down on their other partner because, oh, I make a lot of money, does it mean I'm gonna provide for you the rest of your life? And that's where working as a team come together, because if you work as a team, then you would treat each other as equal, right? It means buying a home. Does it need to be equal? Do you need to one is paying the mortgage, one will pay the down payment? And being equal is really huge, because a lot of couples tend to, I've noticed and I've heard that I have some friends who've dated really rich men and they're not as rich as those men, but at the same time they've commanded a relationship. So it doesn't mean the other person has more money, it means they have more power, right? So just keep that in mind, that money doesn't mean power in the relationship, because both of you are equal individuals at the end of the day. And that's why working together as one is really important. Rule number 1. So that's rule number 2, treat each other as equal human beings. Number 3, the third thing about talk money with your honey is plan a financial meeting with your partner. I think it's really important because it always keeps you guys in the same page and keep you in check with your financial goals, and make sure you talk with your honey, not to your honey. So the difference with your honey versus to your honey is that that equals space, because if you're talking with your partner, then you're more likely talking in a place of equal. There's collaboration involved. But if you're talking to your honey, most likely you're coming from a place, oh, I make more money, so I'm gonna command house this meeting, gonna go how our financial goals would look like. So it's really important to have that, schedule that, because you're being intentional about your life together. So it's important to have that conversation. An example of this, my partner is concerned because I'm going away to heal my body, because apparently for the last 6 years I've been setting myself up for failure because I'm spreading myself too thin. I'm absorbing the stress differently than other normal human beings, so I need to go away. That would mean I may not make the same amount of money as he is, so we need to talk about, come together as one. And he asked me these questions like, when are you coming back? How would you pay the bills, this and that? And having that meeting together and boldly asking me and me asking him in return if he can support me or in whatever way, even if it's not financial stuff, is really important, because it doesn't just make us clear on where we're going, but it also brings us together because we're being transparent with each other. And I think that's really important in any relationship, and the only way to do that is be intentional in scheduling that financial meeting with your partner. Otherwise, it would just go at the back of, the situation. That's why always keep in mind that talk with your partner, not to your partner. Keep in mind that you need to collaborate and work with them as a team, rather than talking them down, looking them less of you simply because one is making more and one is making less. That's another tip that you can do with talk money with your honey, which is the fourth thing that I believe you need to talk about money with your honey is, do not point fingers or do not blame your frustration. Keep in mind that in any relationship there's always a struggle, and one of the struggle is talking about money. So I know it's icky, but never be accountable for your choices on how you're spending. Be accountable where you're at and just be honest. And again, if this is something you like, you really enjoy watching, and you think you can relate, comment down below, subscribe, click subscribe button, and give me some love. And again, this is Frances G, the Modern Life Coach. Follow me on Instagram, just in the description down below. Find me on Facebook, description down below. And thank you very much for giving me some love.